Shadows of the battlefield, the Union man stands tall. Silent assassin in the night, heed the reaper's call. Siding strides, tiefling, holy fire in his eyes. Paladin of dark and light, beneath the blood-red skies. Bound by fate, three souls unite in the depths of hell to make you right. Save hell, save the multiverse, break the chains, reverse the curse, and the fire in the flame. Three heroes rise to win the game. An Aasimar of ancient lore, wizard of the plains, with spells that rend reality and magic that's insane. They march into the abyss where angels fear to tread. To save the realms of all we know, we walk among the dead. Bound by fate, three souls unite in the depths of hell to make you right. Save hell, save the multiverse, break the chains, reverse the curse, and the fire in the flame. Three heroes rise to win the game.
Episode 5 The Tower. When we last left off, your characters had completed the dungeon. They were told by the disembodied voice that welcomed them to the dungeon initially that they shared some sort of a common lineage. This was, of course, very surprising information, and then you were shown the door. The three of you walked through the door: Aepheus Belamonti, Reginald Sinclair, and Brunyr Cask-Crusher. And you walked into what looked like a gray mist. Now you find yourself wandering through that mist, and you realize that the ground below your feet is earthen, rocky. It's very, very foggy, but as finally some of the fog clears from around you, you can see a bit of your surroundings. And in the distance, you can see what appears to be quite a large structure. It rises far into the sky. Now, Reginald and Brunyr
No little eye on top of that thing?
have no idea what that could possibly be. But, of course, Aepheus knows exactly where you are. For him, he realizes this is close to home, because what you're seeing in the distance is, of course, the spire, which, of course, means that you are on the Outlands. This could be a problem. Again, only Aepheus knows this, but being home, he would realize that he's in a center circle of the Outlands. Now, the Outlands have strange properties. One of those being that the closer you get to the spire, the less magic works. Now, somehow that old coot, Archelmeftalgarothees, has figured out a way to build his tower on a spot where he can cast spells, where magic works incredibly well, in fact, but only in and around your tower, which is Where? This is a dangerous place to be on the Outlands. Your tower should be close by, but with all this mist and the landscape, it's hard to say.
Gents, I recommend that you stick close, for these are treacherous lands. We find ourselves in a place I'm very well familiar with, and at the same time, not familiar with at all. Welcome to the Outlands. That spire you see there, you could consider that the beginning, the end, and everywhere in between. At their heart is where I need to be, and where I think my master, my great mentor, Lord Archelmeftalgarothees, that's where I believe that he's headed as well.
Now you know that there is another problem with the Outlands and the Spire, and that is that you cannot get to the city of Sigil
No, by going
from
to the
the
spire.
Outlands. It is impossible because, of course, the city sits high above the top, kind of hovering.
Mhm.
Now, your master, he had a port key that he could use to teleport almost directly into the governor's headquarters. That is how you were going to journey. Didn't find the port key, but you weren't looking for it. Things happened so quickly, but first, of course, well, you'd have to find the tower. And you might want to do it quick because, well, again, things can be treacherous out here.
What does this have to do if we're at your home? What's that have to do with us saving hell?
I'm not quite sure, but perhaps that will be revealed in due time. First things first, though, these are dangerous lands. We desperately need to take shelter. We need to align our bearings. Perhaps nearby we can find a gate town.
Now, you know a
It-
gate town is going to be super far from here. The gate towns are all on the rim. Any town out here would, of course, be a town in the ring, but you know that there's not many towns around. This is a really desolate area. Your best bet is to try and find your master's tower.
Okay, well, let us get to looking then. Perhaps if we can reach higher ground, we can maybe see better out of this fog, these mists. At the very least, we won't be ambushed by something horrific.
So, Aepheus, you're from here?
Somewhat so. I've, at the very least, spent the last few years in these lands. What we need to find is my master's tower. For you see, that is our best chance of shelter, safety, the next step in the journey. Um, you two wouldn't perhaps have good survival instinct, would you? Make your way in the wilderness. Um,
I would say I do in my homeworld. I can try to apply some things I know here.
the planes mirror each other in not precise but relatively close ways. I trust your judgment and your knowledge.
There ain't nothing like this back where I'm from, ain't nothing looks like that.
Reg is like looking around, and he's looking around. He's looking up at this like tower-looking thing. First of all, he's never seen anything this tall. But just for a second, a little bit of like wispy clouds clear away, and it looks like atop that spire, there's something like floating above it.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this.
Aepheus, go ahead and make an intelligence check. See if you can kind of get your bearings and.
Nope.
You're looking around.
I feel like my studies should point me in a general sense of where we are, but I really can't say. I think we're lost.
Well, what I do know about some survival situations, we should be looking for some landmark you could recognize, like is there
Like
like
that?
roads or like? Well, if you don't recognize the biggest landmark, we might be screwed. But
Well, the thing is, the spire can be seen from everywhere within the Outlands. I mean, you said it yourself, there's nothing quite like it from your home world. It is truly special.
so something smaller, like a road, a crossroads. Uh,
You're thinking and you realize that man, the Outlands, even though they're mountainous, it's you know generally flat. Of course, it's not it's not a globe, so meaning that you can kind of see for a good distance, and you do know that not too far from the tower is a forest. If you could find the forest, you might be able to find the tower.
Gentlemen, let's be on the lookout for a forest. I believe that is our way forward. But for now, suppose we march on.
is there anything like a sun or like day-night cycle? Anything that changes, or is this just like? Well, I guess I'm phrasing that to Aepheus. Aepheus, do you know, was there like a day-night cycle? Is there a?
Pretty sure that exists in the Outlands, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It kind of does, just like it exists in Sigil or
yeah.
Sigil.
Is there
And
a? Does that indicate direction in any way? Are there like?
Not with the way the Outlands are situated. I mean,
What about flowing water? Where I'm from, water usually flows north to south.
there are rivers here. However, you know that the rivers don't, there isn't actually north or south. There's kind of towards the spire and away from the spire.
mhm.
You know that there are rivers, and there is a river out near that forest. So if you were able to find either the river or the forest, you'd be in a good spot.
That means we could get to Grandma's house. 'Cause
Correct.
we'd have to go over the river and through the woods.
Hmm.
All right.
Now, Garrett, since you're a little bit of a woodsy guy, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Make a wisdom check.
A wisdom check, yes.
This wouldn't have to be a Forester check. I have a Forester skill. I don't have anything.
Oh, do you have a forester skill?
I do. I just didn't.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if that applies to this.
Yeah, you know what? Look, I think that it does.
All right. I'll...
Nice.
Woo!
All right. You kind of survey the surroundings, and you feel like the terrain and the soil and everything in a certain direction may lead you to forest and river. You're getting a good feeling. Whereas you definitely don't want to go towards the spire. You don't think that that's right. It's very desolate that way. And other ways it also seems pretty desolate. So you think you might have an idea?
Well, I think I have a hunch. I'm not positive, but it's at least something.
I trust your hunch. Please.
And I'll jump in the front and pick a point and start walking towards it.
You continue on. You start to go on the way that Brunyr has set forth. And as you're walking, what's your configuration? Obviously, there's only three of you. You're out in the open. Are you kind of standing side by side? Are are you in kind of a tight group? How are you walking? Obviously, I'm gonna say Brunyr is kind of up front leading the way since he's kind of tracking towards what he believes is forest. But what are the other two doing?
Reg is probably going to be behind, like at the end.
Okay,
Kind
like
of,
he
kind of,
has been.
kind of, yeah, kind of watching around.
I mean, are
Take
we
the-
keeping pretty tight together? Are we spreading out for any reason?
I don't think there would be a reason to spread out. I mean, I'll probably walk at most a couple, maybe 5 feet behind you.
Okay. So you're walking, and Reg, make an intelligence check.
Yeah, no.
You were walking, and you had a bit of an unsettling feeling.
Just walking.
was- But he
It
was
was
settled here anyway, so.
right. It was probably nothing. It's misty. There's a little bit of wind. It's slightly chilly. You're a little freaked out by that weird tower. You continue to walk. Brunyr, you start to feel like your instincts served you well. You feel like the land, they're starting to become like some more trees. You can see they're kind of dead, but it just seems like you're getting closer to the forest. Aepheus, go ahead and make an intelligence check. You're looking around at the terrain, and you're starting to feel like maybe you're getting close. You're really focusing in on following Brunyr, making sure that what he is seeing, you're kind of agreeing with, and it seems like you're on the right path. Now you've been walking for about a half hour. Brunyr, make an intelligence check.
One intelligence go check. Yeah.
You're pretty intent on following the clues to lead you to the forest, not really paying too much of attention of anything else. Finally, after a little bit of time, maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, you maybe been walking for about 45 minutes at this point, Aepheus thinks that he sees something in the distance that could be the tower.
Do you see that? I think that might be something worth investigating. Let's head towards it.
All right. That makes sense to me. Are there many other towers out here?
It tends to be rather desolate here on the Outlands. Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot. You you continue on, and Reginald, make a listen check. Mm-hmm. You start to walk towards what you believe is the tower, and it's coming into better definition. It's still, you're estimating probably a 20-minute walk away, but you're seeing it. And Aepheus, you're starting to think that that's that actually is the Tower of Archelmeftalgarothees, your master. But just as it's starting to come into view, Reg, you hear a like a stick snapping somewhere behind you.
Hey, stop. I think something's following us.
About how far back?
About how far back?
Maybe about 50 yards.
50 yards.
Yeah, maybe like 150 feet. Like he
Damn, that's
kind of,
some crazy hearing you've got.
well, he's it's his thievy hearing,
Mhm.
his roguish hearing, and there's, other than the wind and you guys walking, there's not much, you know, there's not much sound. So the snaps really stuck out to Reg.
Mm,
Do you turn
Good.
around? Do you look?
Yeah,
What's everyone doing?
turning around, looking, scanning.
hold on there. Do you want to try something, Reg? And I'm gonna say, might be a little bit weird, but just go with it. And I'm gonna put a hand on you, and I'm going to cast invisibility.
Just go with it.
Which it's actually, it's not a spell; it's a racial ability I have.
Then that means it's not transferable.
I was gonna say I don't think you
It's
can
only on
use it on.
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
All right.
not transferable.
Boy, that would be a broken ability.
That
Yeah,
would be
that would.
insane.
Holy
Oh
crap.
my god.
Then I'll say, actually, how about you two stay right here for just a moment, and then I'll cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Okay. Reg might throw up in his mouth a little bit.
And it's funny because he doesn't even cast it. He's just like, "You two stay here for a minute," and then he just like starts to walk off, and before he even gets to the into the mist, he just blinks out. He's just gone. But as he's disappeared, as he walks through the mist, you kind of see the mist part around him for just a second, giving like a just a split second of a Brundy shape going into the mist. It's pretty freaky. And then you vomit in your mouth a little bit. Aepheus, of course, is probably intrigued by all of this.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ooh, our friend is full of surprises." So, what is Brundy doing?
So, being mindful of the mist, I want to stay as low as possible
Okay.
and just slightly head back towards where that snap was heard.
Okay. Are you going to make an attempt to be stealthful?
Yes, as stealthy as possible.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check to see if you're able to avoid any. potential things that could cause noise.
Oh
Well,
Hate to see it.
boy! Oh boy!
So
Oh boy!
he kind of disappears for a moment. He disappears in the
But then you hear,
crunch,
and
crunch.
he's quiet. Now Brunyr is kind of going through the mist. He's looking back, trying to carefully go. So far he's silent, but he gets about maybe about is how far is he going to go? Let me ask you that.
Could I get within? You said if you're thinking in yards, I want to get within like 20 yards.
Okay. You're so you're kind of trying to close the distance between where Reg heard this sound, and you're headed there. You get maybe about halfway, so you get maybe about 70 yards before the mist is really thick, and you end up kind of tripping a little bit. Now it doesn't you don't fall flat on your face, but it's enough to kind of like make some noise and make you kind of like kind of stumble forward. So it's all quiet until you guys kind of hear that. And then it's silent again. You don't hear anything more. You're still not close enough to see anything. Or you don't see anything.
Now, since I'm getting a little bit nervous, I will use my other ability, Detect Evil, just in case. So if there's anything within 60 feet, I know if it's evil.
Okay. You detect evil. And huh. That's weird.
Doesn't work in
Nothing.
the Outlands, baby.
Ah,
Woo!
nothing. All right. I'm like, all right, a little bit much. I'm gonna go ahead and just run right back to the other three.
Run.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
You run back to the other three.
other two. Sorry.
Or other two, sorry, yeah. You run back to join the other two. And you find yourself once again back together with them. And once again, there's silence. You didn't detect any evil.
Do
And
we know
other
he's
than
there?
you, Reg didn't hear anything else.
Do we know he's there?
Oh, yeah. If he was running, you definitely know he's there.
We just hear invisible running towards us. I might be sweating a little bit.
Fellers, I didn't find anything, but I don't think I did a great job trying to be stealthy.
And actually, as he's running back, he's almost like his invisibility seems to like flicker out and he like reappears.
Well, I'm certainly feeling rather ominous about all of this. Let's just try to hasten our pace and make it to the tower.
I can agree with that, I think.
I agree.
Okay. You decide that the best case scenario is to just go forward to the tower. And so you do. You quicken your pace, and the three of you rush towards the tower. You take a bit of a deep breath as you realize that, yes, that in fact is the Tower of Archelmeftalgarothees, your master. And you can see that as you come towards the tower, you notice something. You notice something, well, quite impossible as far as you're concerned. if you're right, if it's not just a trick of your eyes, the front door is open.
Do we all say
And
the front door open?
yes,
I very much do not like the sight of this. But if there is an unwelcome guest within my master's tower, then I suppose it is better than being out here at the moment with who knows what.
We rush in because Brunyr and I don't know what Archelmeftalgarothees looks like. First person we see, we just shank him.
yeah. Rush him!
No!
Kill that old man! Of course, it's Archelmeftalgarothees, so he's like a 35th level archmage, and he's like disintegrates both of you immediately.
Hi, I'm Garrett, and I play Brunyr in our Planescape campaign, Save Hell, and you're watching Picks in the Dark.
All right, so you see the tower, door ajar.
Doors
What do you
ajar.
The door is ajar.
Oh,
How could a
I
door
open the
be
lid.
ajar? Yes. So
I'm going to stealthily hasten up the steps into the door. I guess that's a dex kind of thing.
Well, let me ask you this: are there any lights on?
Not
Oh,
yet.
dude.
stumbles up the stairs, does a header right into the door.
Are there any lights?
Yes, there are lights on. So Aepheus, kind of alarmed by the fact that the door is open, rushes up towards the tower, rushes up the stairs towards the door. Do Brunyr and Reg follow behind? Do they kind of run after him like he's going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So he takes off up the stairs. He kind of stumbles up the stairs. He looks like he's in a bit of a panic. And when he gets to the door, he kind of falls towards the door. It's not like a bad fall, but you know how you get to the top of the stairs and he kind of falls forward and like pushes the door the rest of the way open with his hands as he kind of like stumbles forward. Doesn't fall in on his face, but is just having a little bit of balance issues. So the door flies open. Aepheus kind of stumbles in, and Reg and Brundy kind of fall in behind him. You find yourself in the foyer of the tower, and already Aepheus notices that the foyer, even though there's hardly anything in here, there's like a coat rack and there's like a chest and a table and just like a couple of little things, a few chairs. Everything in here has been kind of like turned over. And even though it was a mess in the study and in the lab, you know, when you went into the foyer, it was like totally fine. So things weren't amiss like they are. Like there's kind of a rack with cloaks, and it's all like on the floor, and the cloaks are scattered about the floor.
Mhm. We've been
Uh,
robbed.
Possibly, but you don't know how because Archelmeftalgarothees' tower is protected by enchantments. Nobody but you and he should be able to even open the front door. Hell, you guys don't even hardly use the front door. I mean, what's the use in going out to the Outlands unless you're actually going somewhere on the Outlands? Typically,
Right.
Archelmeftalgarothees just teleports you to wherever you need to go because that's, the better way to travel.
My lord, are you here?
You shout in beyond. You don't hear anything back. You can see over into the kitchen that once again, things in the kitchen are turned over. Things are a mess. You know that you moved that cupboard and you opened the door, the secret door down below. But other than that, again, the kitchen wasn't a mess. But the kitchen is completely, all the drawers are out, everything is like completely turned over. It's completely a mess.
Is there another way out of here?
Hmm.
Not a conventional way.
Not really. Be on your guard, of course.
When you say that, you hear a clattering from upstairs. So if you recall, there's kind of, there's the foyer, and then kind of towards the back is the kitchen.
Mhm.
And then up the stairs, there's
library and the
the
master's
library, the lab, and then his bedroom, and then your bedroom all the way up here.
Right. I'm rushing upstairs then.
Follow him behind,
Okay.
but not before I reach behind me and close the door.
Okay. So Reg reaches behind, slams the door shut. When you slam the door shut, there's a lock that kind of automatically goes and like flips down. It almost looks like it does it like not like magically. Like
It's purposeful, yeah.
it purpose. It kind of click 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 like that, and you're like, it takes you off guard for a second. Then you run up the stairs after Aepheus. Brundy as well, I'm assuming.
Yes, I'll follow right behind.
Okay. So the three of you run up the stairs, and as you do this, actually, let's go over. I'm gonna go back.
The
to
turn order
here.
pops up.
Yeah. As you go up to the stairs, you're greeted by two men. They don't look like wizards at all. You don't know how they got in here. They look like scruffy bandits. And they're up here rummaging through your master's study.
Now, see, if this were real and we're level 1, they should be rats. And they should be
Goblins.
rats in the kitchen. So,
Why, hello, gentlemen. Can I help you with something?
Oh, they're surprised, and when you surprise them, they both kind of flip around, and one of them pulls a dagger, another one pulls a sword, and it is initiative.
Wonder if this is still broken. Yep. Yep.
Nothing works.
Nothing fucking works here.
Oh, it's right there. Easy.
Oh, almost had that done. Man, the dice are really
the dice
blue
suck.
balling us today.
Yeah. Man, I thought you guys got a good vibe.
Or a terrible vibe.
Or it could be really close. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's true. If low is good.
Closer to hell.
Yeah, closer to hell. True. All right.
Oh no, wouldn't 666 be closer to hell?
Oh, that would be. Right. Okay. So, Aepheus Belamonti rushes up the stairs, and he confronts these two scruffy-looking ruffians who look like they're turning over his master's study. What do you do?
Are they nerf herders?
They're scruffians.
Scruffians.
What do I do? Why? I go ahead and do one of these.
Ooh. Magic missile. And do you fire it off at the? There's a scruffy guy with a beard and a dagger, and then a scruffy guy with a mustache and a sword.
I feel like I could maneuver around a sword better than dagger, so I'll fire at the dagger guy. Or 1d4 plus.
All right. So you strike the guy with the sword, and it hits him in the chest, and it definitely does damage to him. But when it hits him, for just a split second, he almost looks real shadowy and weird.
Okay.
He like clutches his chest and he's like, "I dare you!" But outwardly, he just looks like some scummy
Some dude.
bandit. That guy, he lashes back at Aepheus and totally misses him. And then the other guy sees that Aepheus has reinforcements even larger than himself, or tougher looking anyway. And the guy with the sword lunges at Brunyr and definitely misses him.
Some
And
bandits.
it is a Brunyr's turn.
Be right back.
All right. Well, or are we waiting for Cameron to come back?
No, go ahead.
All right, and then I'm gonna pull out my shield and crowbill. So that's the only weapon I have left.
Ah, that's right.
I'll go ahead and get in the middle of it all. There's a bearded guy and an Which one
Yeah.
did
Sword guy and dagger guy. Dagger guy is hit. Sword guy is uninjured. Sword
I?
guy is the one who is lunging at you, though.
Okay, then I'll stick on the sword guy. Shield up with my crowbill and
Oh!
min damage.
Woo! So, was it Minnow? Yeah, it was. That's
Yeah.
funny. Okay, so Brunyr goes toe to toe with the guy with the sword. You take your crowbill, and as he's lunging at you with his sword, you smash forward. You break his sword in half. Ching! His sword is broken in half, and then you strike him in the chest with your crowbill, and he also kind of makes him step back. He's hit hard, and again, for just a second, when he's hit and injured, you almost see him kind of flicker into almost a shadowy type of a form before just looking like his returning to his normal kind of humanish form. So now both of them are injured, and it is Reg's turn.
So Reg is going after the guy with the dagger.
Okay.
That's a little because he's got a dagger. That other guy's got. This is a more even fight. They seem to be going after the big sword guy. I'm going after dagger guy.
You didn't quite hit Dagger Guy.
Okay.
You almost, but not quite. And it appears that it is initiative again. Again. Well, you win some, you lose some. All right. Well, that definitely means that Reg is certainly first.
He's just keeping on with the dagger guy.
Keeping on with the dagger guy. So close this time. I mean, it was you almost might have nicked him, but no damage. It was very close, but not quite a hit. Not quite a hit. He, looking none too pleased with you, turns his attention from Aepheus and tries to strike at Reg. And these guys are doing pretty terribly. The other guy, seeing that his sword is broken, he drops his sword and lunges at Brunyr just with his hands. You notice that it looks like he has claws, and he almost hits Brunyr. I mean, he's so close, but he just misses. But he's got two hands.
He's actually got 2 feet. 4 feet.
He's got like two left hands, apparently.
Left hand, yeah.
Because the first one was a miss. The second one was a very miss. As he tries to hit you with his second claw, he smashes his claws against your shield. And you hear him go, "Ah!" as he hits your shield really hard, like this. So not like with his fingers out, and like you kind of hear some cracks with his fingers. And now it's Brundy's turn to respond to that.
I'll just look at him a little confused and just swing my crowbill back at him.
All right, go ahead. Not quite a hit. Not quite. But there's still a chance. What about Aepheus?
Second verse.
Same as the first.
What the hell was that? There you go.
Damn.
Ooh. All right.
That's two bad ones in a row. Or bad, for them.
Two good ones in a row.
Yeah.
So once again, this guy, you hit him square in the chest. Once again, he kind of flickers to this kind of a shadowy form, and now he's really hurt, and he's kind of like, he drops his dagger, and he's kind of staying in that shadowy form. He looks really, really messed up, and he's kind of flickering, and it's initiative again. Noodlerific.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh. My goodness. Well, that means that Brunyr is up. Can Brunyr finish this guy off?
All right, I will pull back my crowbill and I'll do like a hook maneuver, trying to hook it behind his neck.
Okay.
Oh,
And whiff.
So close, but
Ooh,
not
man.
quite. You almost are able to hook him, but no, he kind of is able to roll out of your hooking. No hooking for you. And Reg.
Still going after Dagger Guy.
Okay.
Is Dagger Guy the guy that looks really fucking weird?
Yes. Yeah. Dagger guy is jacked up.
Oh, fudge.
Reg tries to strike Dagger Guy with his own dagger. You lunge forward, but he kind of almost blips out of the way, and you stumble forward on all the debris and stuff that's been left around here, and you end up kind of falling flat on your face. You don't lose your knife, you still have your knife, but you're kind of prone, laying flat on your face here. And that is unfortunate for you. And now it's Aepheus' turn.
All right.
Damn, they got
Aepheus.
that bad of a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time.
Aepheus is out of spell slots for his magic missile. So it's time to hit him with a stick.
Hit him with a stick. And amazingly,
Do be hitting him with that stick.
you do just be hitting him with that stick.
Aepheus is the only one dealing any the wizard is the only one dealing any damage.
It's my
in
domain. I mean,
in
Right,
a
right.
first level combat situation.
In fact, you stick your stick right in the hole in his chest that you've been needling over and over with your magic missiles. And as you stick it in there, he's like, "Rah!" And you kind of see him like rip apart and kind of dissipate into a shadowiness. And that guy's dead. The other bandit, the scruffy bandit, he tries once again. Even though his one hand is messed up, he tries with his still good hand, and he can't lay a hand on Brundy. And you guys rolled initiative already, right? Brunyr, did you roll initiative?
I thought I did. I did not.
You did not. Go ahead. Ha!
Oh my god.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, it doesn't matter who's who.
All
All
right.
Wow.
So
Everyone jump this guy.
the guy tries to hit Brunyr with his other hand, but he completely missed Brunyr with his other hand. So now we'll go ahead and say it is Brunyr's turn, since you all are going at the same time. But he is the one that's in the fight.
All right. Well, if he was going for me, I'm just going right back for him.
Not quite.
Still not hitting anything.
So close.
Okay.
Reg,
is not going to get up. He's just going to flip over and try to sweep the leg and try to trip this guy and bring him down.
sweep the leg.
I'm going to try to sweep the leg. So I guess just
Okay.
roll a 20.
Yeah, just roll a 20.
Ah.
Had you rolled that 20, that would have
Oh
been
my
crazy.
god, that would have been awesome. Oh my lord.
He would have needed a body bag.
All right.
All right. Aepheus.
Stick go. No.
Oh my god.
So close.
Not quite.
So close, but
Ah.
not quite. So you guys are trying to get this guy, and he is just not going down, despite the fact that he is somewhat damaged. The fight continues on, and go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Oh.
Randy.
Well,
Hey.
a little better this time around.
Not bad. Brundy, it's your turn.
All
Can
right.
you do it?
Nothing seems to be working. I pull out the Old Faithful, the spin move, like a fake sweep.
The spin move.
The spin move.
Spin the other way.
Oh.
Go.
The
One damage.
spin move, while it connects, it doesn't do a lot of damage. You kind of hook around the guy, spin around, whack him, but he's definitely still up. Perhaps Aepheus can finish him off. Again, this guy is still looking pretty normal. Every time you hit him, he kind of flickers, but still
No.
looking like a normal, rough, scruffy, scruffian. And no for Aepheus. The guy goes, and now he definitely looks like he's looking to see if there's a possible way for him to like, get away from you, like get past Brundy. So he's gonna launch at Brundy one more time with this claw, and one more time he's just gonna just totally eat crap and not hit anything.
All right.
Reg.
Reg, since I swept and missed, I'm kind of on my back now. So I'm just going from prone position. I'm
Just
launching my dagger
throwing.
at him. Yeah, I'm launching the dagger. So
Okay, go ahead.
Damn. Damn.
Not quite. Also, do you have, just out of curiosity,
Do I have what?
looking.
I have acrobatics. Would that allow me to get up pretty quickly?
Yeah, you might be able to use your acrobatics. What I was looking at is you might want to make a dagger attack for, because I'm looking at your strength, dexterity are different. Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to make a thrown attack and like a melee attack, because that's different. But that's the only thing I was thinking. Anyway,
I'll
it
look at that.
is, yeah, it is initiative. Rolling. Keep initiative rolling. Rolling that initiative. Rawhide. All right. Aepheus.
There's no way that I didn't I get a crap roll.
Did you?
Oh, you
No,
got a 7.
You got a
I
7.
got the 7. I thought I got the 2.
Yeah, you
All
got
right.
the 7.
Do that thing.
Do that to that.
Nope.
Nah. Reg.
So I'm going to use my acrobatics to get back up on my feet and pull my bayonet. So I guess that's a dex. So I got to roll a dex
Yeah.
check.
Do that.
Oh
Woo!
yeah! Oh, he's up on his feet. Pulled that bayonet.
So you're like, I'm gonna say that you can attack because you got a crit and you were like up on your feet so fast.
Yeah. Okay. Almost. Lord
Not
Almighty.
quite. This guy, he actually tries at this point. He's trying to like just dodge around and like get around Brundy. So he is actually kind of trying to run around you. Like almost like duck under your swing or something. So you just became very short.
Yeah. No. He was ducking under that guy's swing at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, just dodging the swing.
Yes. So your turn. He's trying to get around you.
I am definitely not going to let him get around me. Definitely stay in his way, and I'm just swinging again with this crowbill. Trying to hook into him.
just a comedy of errors. These combats, these first level combats. But
Is this like a small room too?
I mean, it's the study. It's actually a fairly big room. The
Okay.
and you see that this guy, as Brundy swings, he kind of dodges around him and starts to dart down the stairs. And it's initiative.
I can tell you who's giving chase.
Yeah.
And who is it? All right, Reg, who's giving chase?
Reg is giving chase.
Giving chase what?
I'm giving chase something out. And if he's running and I'm behind him, if I can catch up to him, I'm swinging on him.
Okay.
Actually, if he's going down this, no, I better not do that.
I'm just gonna leap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if I catch up to him, I'm just gonna swing on him.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead and I mean, it's the stairs. It's not, it's not that far, so it's kind of right there.
Jesus Christ.
So Reg runs down the stairs after this guy, tries to hit, but does not hit. And as you're trying to like stab at him, he kind of disappears around the corner. And what is Brunyr doing?
I don't see a reason not to chase after him. Is there enough room for me to squeeze past everyone to give him chase?
You can make an attempt to squeeze by Reg on these stairs. They are a bit narrow. Make a dexterity check to see if you're able to squeeze by him.
All right.
Woo! You like run down the stairs and you kind of like almost like leapfrog over him. And you get down and you turn the corner. And as you turn the corner, you see a woman. And she goes, "No, no, 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 no!"
And this was not the person that was in.
No, it's some like blonde woman. She looks like she's maybe in her like 20s.
Kill her.
Lady, get out of the way, and I'm gonna keep running like out the door and like push her to the side.
You can't
Okay.
run out the door. I locked the door.
Oh, you
behind
locked
us.
it.
You
I just assumed that's where it'd be heading.
you go to like push past her. You like yell at her to like get out of your way. You go to push past her. You realize that the door is closed, and then from behind, you feel some claws kind of dig into your back. And ooh, shit. You're hit for 6 damage.
Ooh.
I am unconscious. Is there a negatives in CNC?
Yeah, we are using our standard -10 rule.
Okay, I'm alive.
Okay. And then it is Aepheus' turn.
Aepheus rushes down the stairs.
You rush down the stairs and you rush past Reg and you see, because again, Reg is kind of just like stumbling down the stairs at this point. Everybody's kind of rushing past him. Reg has kind of made it to the bottom of the stairs at this point, but Aepheus is just, he's gone. You turn the corner and you see a shadowy figure standing over Brunyr.
Stick.
Stick.
You
That's a
hit
good
the
stick.
Yeah, that was not a bad stick at all. With all your might, you just wallop this shadowy figure in the back, and finally it goes and dissipates. But you see that your friend, Brunyr, is now lying on the ground, injured. He is bleeding profusely from the back of his neck.
Well,
Ugh.
luckily, we're in the place that you know the best. That you should have some healing
Yeah,
shit
I mean,
all over the place in this.
I don't think I even need to exhaust any of my personal inventory. I'm pretty sure for the chambers of an old man, I could find things around.
Yeah, you look around. You're actually pretty sure that Archelmeftalgarothees probably has some sort of potion. It doesn't take you long to go up to the lab and root through some things, and finally, let's see. Since this would be important, we're gonna say that Archelmeftalgarothees has a store of 3 healing potions that he just has kind of hanging out just in case.
I'm taking them all.
Okay.
And I'm running back downstairs. I'm pouring a whole one down Brundy's throat, back
Okay.
wound.
You you massage the liquid down Grundy's throat, and he actually gets 6 hit points back.
Thank God.
Nice. Right
You
back.
you recover, the blood kind of dries, your wounds close up, and you start to wake up, and you realize that Aepheus and Reg are standing over you, and you're near the door in the tower.
Welcome back. Um, I'm gonna check around to make sure there's not more of them.
What in the world was that?
It certainly was strange. They flickered in shadows. I need to check on something.
So you start to look around the tower to see what's been disturbed. Now, again, there were already some things disturbed. You know that whatever happened before, the the uh, the library, the study, the lab, things are kind of messed up. But it seems like now they're even more messed up. Books are off shelves, everything is turned over. Almost the entire tower is just like in an uproar. Is there anything that you're specifically looking for or checking?
Beyond just making sure that the premises are clear and there's not more people hiding about, um, if I understand, I've been here several years now with
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years with Archelmeftalgarothees, and even if I don't have the level to manipulate them, I feel like I should have some kind of insight into the wards protecting this place, and I should probably look into making sure they're still intact and stable.
Okay. Go ahead and make. Let's see. Go ahead and just make an intelligence check. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's good. An intelligence check is great.
God bless. +4.
You you think that the wards seem to be intact. It was unusual that something was able to get in here. But as far as you can tell, once Red shut the door, it seems like things returned to normal. Now, how the door got opened in the first place, you don't know.
I'll go back down and investigate the door.
Investigate the door. Looking at the door, it doesn't seem that it was forced. There's no evidence that anyone pried it open. The locks aren't destroyed or anything like that. Clearly, if it was opened, it was either opened with magic or somehow the magic was bypassed.
Okay. Then I will check the latch or latch trapdoor in the kitchen that leads down to the basement.
You check the trapdoor in the kitchen, and are you gonna kind of go down?
Yeah.
Okay. You open it up, and you go down the rickety ladder. And as you start to go down the ladder, but still there, the Infernus key. The thing that, well, the thing that precipitated all this for you. If you recall, it was when you finally took the God's Eye down and investigated the Infernus key,
Mm-hmm.
is when you were kind of sucked into some sort of a portal
Don't you have
and
that
met your
God's eye
friends
on
here.
you? Don't you have that God's eye on you right now?
Yeah.
You do.
Just get sucked right into that portal again.
Just sucked right back.
I'm
Oh
back
crap,
now,
we already cleared this dungeon, so it's an error, so his character's just stuck there forever. You're
Ah,
gonna have to totally reset the game.
dang. I'm gonna take out the God's Eye and look at it.
You take out the God's Eye, and once again, as before, even though it's just a normal crystal ball, you see the eye inside kind of flicks around for a second before disappearing. You notice that the God's Eye seems to be reacting with the Infernus key. There now seems to be kind of a flame in the God's Eye. But now you're not getting your face sucked into
Sucked off.
this awful desiccated key. It
Yeah.
seems like you might be protected. However, the key still radiates an unusual, unnerving, and very nasty energy. It also is radiating extreme heat, as I described before.
Okay. I'm gonna put the eye away and then go back upstairs. It seems the grounds are clear, although whether it was those shadowy thieves or something else, sure did make a mess of this place. But for now, I think it's best that we huddle down and at least collect ourselves for a little bit.
So Reg reaches into his pocket, pulls out he's actually got a gold watch. He pulls out a watch, flicks it open, and he says, "Do you have anything like this here? A timepiece?"
I believe so.
There aren't really anything small like that, but obviously there are like water clocks and various things. There is time. There
Is
are
mine working?
hours.
Number one, is mine working?
Yours seems to be working as normal.
Okay.
It's clicking, it's going, it seems to still be functioning all right.
Is there any way to figure out how long you've been gone?
That is a good question.
Make an intelligence check.
Who?
Ah,
You've been
Aepheus.
I've been gone for 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes.
I could have sworn I was just here yesterday.
You think that your master has some kind of enchantment to keep track of guests, but you have no idea how to possibly access that or if it's even something that you could do without him.
What about my own time since I've been transported away?
Based on just based on your kind of internal clock, your feeling, it it feels like you were just here yesterday. I mean, in fact, that's kind of how time feels to all three of you. It feels like, just yesterday, Brunyr found the ring with his friends, or well, yeah, I mean, just yesterday, because you did spend a day resting in the dungeon. So it feels like, yeah, maybe about
Day or two.
a little bit more than 24 hours ago, uh, Reg was in a Confederate camp and you were right back here. So, yeah, all three of you feel like the real amount of time that it feels has passed. I mean, you don't, as far as you can tell, and there's nothing here
There
in the
is.
tower that would make you believe
So,
that
so there's a
an
so Reg has a
insane amount
question.
of time.
Reg does have a question then, or he wants to look at something. Since we're having this discussion in the kitchen, where's your food?
Well, if it hasn't been ransacked, let me look around here.
So
Maybe I
there
can
is
pick
a
you up a meal.
there's like a little bit of a kind of a, it's not a full room, but kind of like a little pantry off of the kitchen. And while it's been ransacked, the food is still there.
Sure.
But
And it's
but it
not rotted. It's
that's the
not.
thing. Fresh food.
It seems to be. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's taken too long. In fact, you kind of you're a smart guy, Aepheus. You kind of get where Reg is going with this, so you check to see if goods that would have spoiled,
Mhm.
and no, they have not.
Well, while I'm back here, I'm going to take some ingredients out and uh, cook up a meal for my two friends.
You decide that it's been a while since any of you have eaten. You definitely need to take a chance to rest, eat, and get back your strength. You feel that since you've cleared the tower and kind of secured everything, that it should be okay. So you start to make your friends a meal. You found some blood sausage, some taters, and an assortment of greens, and
taters. Oh my god.
you're able to put together, you know, kind of a half decent meal. Go ahead and make an intelligence check. Let's see about your cooking skills on this
Hopefully.
day.
Oh
Ah,
no! Oh
no.
no!
I'm gonna
Reg
give
is
him
not
food
sure
poisoning.
the food isn't spoiled now that he's tasting it.
It's gonna be a lot of salt and pepper.
The food, man, you thought the food at the Confederate camp was bad? The food in a wizard's tower. Oh man, it's
Hmm.
rough. So politely you eat the food and you're probably so hungry and so tired that it just doesn't really matter. I imagine Grundy like totally just eats it up. He
Yeah,
seems like the appetite kind of guy with a big appetite. So you're eating your dinner. You're kind of sitting around this table, kind of eating your dinner. Do you sit in silence or do you have any kind of discussion?
Well, gentlemen, tell me about your homelands.
well, I think you're maybe familiar with my homelands. Where am I from?
Faerun or Faerun?
Yes. I don't know if I had something more specific than that, but
Mm,
uh, yes, I'm just from Faerun. Um,
the
that's where
prime
I've been my whole
material.
life.
Yes, it's quite a popular one. It's very interesting. What about you, Reginald?
Well, I'm from the United States of America.
Mm.
From a small place called Ohio. We're in
Ohio. Interesting.
Ohio. We just not even 50 years ago, where I lived was darn near the edge of the continent. Well, not the edge of the continent, but the edge of the frontier.
I think I understand. It's like the edge of the disc that your realm sits on, right? And after that, it's
What?
space, right? Yeah, you're at the edge of your rim. I think I understand.
No, no. The edge of the unexplored land. There's a little bit further past Texas, Oklahoma.
Mm.
Lincoln's from a place called Illinois. But
And these United States of America and Ohio, you do not have magic, is that right?
well, not the way you boys have magic. We've got traveling entertainers. I guess they always been around, mostly for kids,
Mm.
sometimes some stupid adults.
And what form of magic do they practice? Perhaps
Flim flammery.
divination?
Yeah, flimflammery, card
Flamflammer.
trick, card tricks, pulling
Card.
rabbits out of hats, things
Oh,
like that.
conjuration. Very nice.
Conjuration, yes.
Once
It
saw a
ain't.
guy pull a real long scarf out of his sleeve. That thing could have gone for miles.
And that device you have there, I've never seen anything like it. Do you mind if I take a look?
Well, this, he flips it back open. Well, this is a pocket watch. It's not mine. Belonged to the feller that, well, got these clothes off of. But yeah, take a look.
It's
It's
impressive craftsmanship. And
it tells the time. Actually, that's kind of cheap.
oh, I've
This
never seen a timepiece quite as
Yeah, I'm probably going to be very rich if I try
small.
to sell this goddamn thing here in the.
yeah, this thing looks ridiculous. You're looking at this and it looks like the finest gnomish craftsmanship.
Hmm.
It looks like some gnomes and some dwarves like must have must have collaborated on this exceptional looking, like the way that it's like it's so smooth and the glass on it and everything. You're like, wow, this is really impressive.
Like ticking. I'm holding it up to my ear.
hmm Yeah, you can hear the mechanics of it and kind of see the mechanics of it a little bit.
It's quite impressive. Hold on to it. I'm sure it will treat you well here.
At least tell the time a little bit. Tell us how many hours things happen. But then I tell him a little bit about the war, a little bit
Yes,
about.
this Davis fellow you said that you were in conflict with before you were found in our situation.
Yep, he. Well, our worst fears, even beyond our worst fears. They they must still think he's a man, but he's definitely no man. I was sent to assassinate him. End the war. That didn't happen. But the country's divided. The northern part of the country and to the southern part of the country. It's no good.
Well, I hope your conflict comes to a swift resolution, friend. And
Well,
get
if I
back
if I
secure.
don't, I haven't returned by now, or if I don't return in the next couple days, they're going to think that I failed and that I died. Who knows what they're going to do? Hell, I probably did die.
It's not
You're starting to
uncommon to
wonder.
find drifters here in the Outlands. And what's of you, Brunyr?
What of me? I hadn't really decided what I was doing. I was, I guess, mostly waiting for something, and now I found something. So this is kind of what I'm doing. I was not quite a cleric, I guess, working towards being a cleric.
Yes,
Temple of Torn.
Torm, yes. I've come
Wait,
across him in my studies.
you were a clerk? A clerk of what?
Of Torn.
CVS.
Was like,
Filing.
were you like in the newspaper business?
You have no idea what the hell he just said.
Well, I'm not sure I follow. I just know Torm shows us the way, and I simply follow it.
Oh, so you're like a preacher man?
Oh no, my words were never quite as eloquent as what's his name? I don't know. I forget his name. Father
Michael.
Brother Michael?
Michael, brother
Brother
Michael.
Michael Landon.
Yes,
Michael Landon.
Yes.
Nice.
but I study under him, or I did, and then I'll look away.
Right, well, a pious man and a war-torn man. Very interesting.
You finish up your food, as tasty as it is. And at the very least, you've got some Archelmeftalgarothees has some good drink. So you feel that since your master is not around, it's not it wouldn't be too bad if you maybe got into some of his collection of wine. And you pour some wine, and as you sit around kind of talking a little bit more, you start to, all three of you feel just an absolute wave of tiredness. It's been almost nonstop for the past 2 days. And man, all three of you are just really exhausted.
Oh, excuse me.
If we were like, are we like in a parlor now?
Well, actually, you're right now. You're just kind of like sitting. There's right off the kitchen is kind of, yeah. There's like a little, kind of like a sitting nook. He doesn't. Archelmeftalgarothees doesn't have a dining room. You don't really eat in the dining room. You just have kind of a small
Well, no,
table off.
I was like a parlor is what I said.
Yeah, it's not really as big as a part. It's just a small kitchen table, all like off the side of the kitchen a little bit, almost even still in the kitchen, and you're just kind of sitting at that.
We often would eat in the lab or the library as we studied. Yeah, I'll take you upstairs. You gentlemen can have either my room at the very top or my master's quarters. Um,
Yeah. I don't think anybody wants to be in the bed of the Archmage when the Archmage returns.
Yeah,
I
you
can agree
kind
with
of
that one.
maybe think a little bit better of setting somebody up in his quarters, even though your room is quite small. It's big enough that you could gather some bedding, and make two kind of fairly comfortable, much more comfortable, of course, than what you had your last sleep for Brunyr and Reg to kind of bed down on. So you might even have some kind of like cots or something that you can pull out. Either
Mm.
way, you're able to make bedding in your room, and you're able to get all the hearths relit and everything. Now things are kind of crackling and warm, and you finally begin to settle in.
All right.
So,
I think yeah. I think I'll just crash for the night. Do anything in the morning that I need to.
so Aepheus he's home. He feels pretty comfortable now. He's just gone to sleep. What about Grundy uh, and Reg? Even though you're really super tired and you really do feel like your eyes are heavy, it is a weird situation, and this
I don't
isn't
know.
your home.
Uh, if Reg had enough to drink, he could pass out.
That's true. That's true. I guess it depends. If you could easily have enough to drink to definitely pass out. That's up to you.
Which is, I think, what Reg. He just
Okay.
pulls his boots off, takes a couple more
Reg is
swigs.
just like he's had enough to drink that he drifts off as well. What about Brunyr?
Um, so I do have. Yeah, I brought some. I have on me always some ink and paper and a
Okay.
quill. I think I might just see if I can find a window, one of the many windows in this tower, and maybe try to do just a rough sketch of the cloudy, misty place that we walk through with the big spire in the background.
All right.
Oh, he drew what we saw earlier.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah. So obviously there's plenty of windows in this place. You can easily find a window, and you find a good view of the spire. In fact, on the one side of Aepheus's room, he kind of has, since he's up on the top floor, he kind of has one of those uh what do you call it, where it's like a little thing in front of the window that you could almost like sit on. It's like a big ledge.
A window bench.
Yeah, almost like a window bench. So Bernier is able to kind of get up on that and start to sketch. And as you begin sketching, uh, you get a decent way done. Go ahead and make sketching. What would that be? Go ahead and make a dexterity check. We'll say that
sure.
it's a see how crappy your sketch is or how wonderful. Yeah, it's not
Pretty
bad.
decent. Well,
Not bad at all. In fact, you do a little sketch. It looks pretty nice. And as you're putting the finishing touches on it, you start to slip into a slumber, and all three of you fall asleep.
For the next 3 days.
For the very, very possibly.
Hey, this is Dungeon Dan, and don't forget to like and subscribe. No, I don't want that, because my hand did that. Hey, this is Dungeon Dan. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all those other YouTube things. You're watching Save Hell on Dicks in the Dark. I don't know if I like that one, but that's alright. Okay, so
There's something very, very important that we have to do.
We get experience now.
Yes, actually.
Level 2.
In fact, you guys do get experience because you conquered the first task. You completed the first quest.
Heck yeah.
And so that calls for some good old experience here. And all three of you are going to get 3,000
Woo.
XP,
Woo.
which, if I'm correct, should be enough experience to bring all of you to level 2.
Hey.
Shit, almost to level 3.
Well, yeah, I think Reg is his experience. Rogue is a lot less. Isn't it only like 1,200 or something?
So level 2 is 1751. Level
Or
3 is
17, that's right.
3501.
Okay.
So literally
So yeah, close.
very close.
Close.
Let's see.
To the Google Drive.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah. So
Does that change anything at level 2, I wonder?
well,
Hit die. Yeah, so I get to roll.
changes your hit points. It
Let's see.
also let's see.
Uh,
Oh, you get that the sweet. Remember, every level that you go up in Castles and Crusades, you get that plus added on to things like
yeah.
your hits and uh,
Where is that though? Where do you
various
add that?
rolls. I think that it I imagine that Roll20 probably does it
Let's see.
automatically.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
see
test
if I
it.
do. 2, yeah, it just did it. If I changed it, it made a change somewhere. I think.
Um,
Or maybe it didn't.
let me see.
Wait. Is that right?
Where's my Crowbill? Was a flat 0. It didn't have anything to hit. If I roll it now,
Wait.
it's still no flat.
It's still flat.
Yeah, I didn't add. I just changed my level, so there has to be a bonus to it.
Yeah, you must have to do it. Okay, so under weapons, there's a thing called
BTH.
BTH. Yeah, if you look
+1.
at
I see. So
right.
so everything gets a 1?
Yeah. Right here. So everything gets a 1, correct. Well, actually, maybe not. It depends on your class. Brundy is Paladin, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I see a D10 hit die and +1 BTH at level 2.
Right, that's what it seems. D10 plus 1.
Yeah, I got a +1 at level 2 as well.
Trying to see.
Better roll this 6-sided die. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Also, Brundy,
Woo! Look at that! Look
did you
at
get a good
that!
one? Nice.
Nice.
Ah, that's awesome.
Brundy, your lay on hands increases.
You cut out there. I don't know what you said.
Your lay on hands increases.
Right, it should be up to 4.
Yeah. To 4.
I'm looking here.
Level 2. I don't get turn until 3.
Where's the other table?
Right, I don't get anything else.
I found my.
So assassin
It's like I found my hit point or my level table, but I didn't find the
+1.
other.
I believe.
Is there a table on another page that I should be looking at?
That's what I'm trying to see is if your. I think all your abilities gain a plus. I think is how it works. Let's see. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure that all of your thief abilities, like your rogue abilities, increase. I'm trying to see how that works. It might just be like the +1 to each.
Would you just add one to the attribute ability?
I think so. Let's see here.
Did that change? Hold on. Let me see something. If I do this and I go back to 1. No, it automatically did it for my class abilities.
Did it?
Yes, it did because
It automatically did it? Okay.
because at a 1, my case target was attribute bonus 1, total 2. When I go and do a level 2, then everything went up to 3. So yeah, so now so that automatically did it for my class and race skills.
Okay, okay. So then that should be right then. Oh, it looks like it's the same for even a wizard. The BTH does go up by 1, +1 at second level. It definitely goes up slower after that. But it is +1. And then you gain a third first level spell, or a third first level spell slot.
Yep, got that. Do any of my ability scores change? Or saving
N-
throws?
No. Ability scores don't change, and I don't think anybody's. Oh no, because your saving throws, it's the same thing. Your saving throws are based on your abilities,
Mm.
and again, it's as you go up in levels, I think it gets applied automatically.
Okay.
That's how it should work. So I believe that everybody should be good. Did you guys all roll hit points?
Yep,
Yeah, I
I
did.
still need a roll.
Let's see, what do we got?
Ouch.
Ah!
Oh, dude.
Rough.
Sometimes it happens that way.
Nice.
Okay.
So, actually,
Don't forget Constitution bonuses. It might automatically do it, I'm not sure, but don't forget.
oh, I don't
Oh
think
no,
it
is there a die for the hit point somewhere?
No, you just I
I
just
just rolled one. Yeah.
yeah. What do you mean for con? Okay, hold on. For constitute for conbo. What do you mean?
You get your mod on your hit die.
Hmm. Yeah. So like if you have a Constitution of 13 or higher,
Oh no, I don't have that.
yeah, okay, you would have a
Oh,
plus to your hit points.
are there pluses for like your main attribute for going up a level when you get?
No. But we're talking about like if you're like if you had a Constitution of 13, you'd have a mod of 1.
So you get plus
But-
1 on your.
So you'd get +1.
But it's not like D&D where if you get 3,000 you get 3,000 experience points, you get a +5 or a +10 modifier on that, depending on your.
Yeah, you're
that
talking
happen?
about some kind of a experience bonus. I don't believe that exists now.
Let me look, because goddamn, if there's an experience bonus and I actually
I'm
messed
pretty
up
sure it
Tower,
doesn't exist in this game. I don't think so.
We'll find out.
I'm
So,
almost positive that there's no experience bonus in this game. I think that I can always look, of course, but
well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking in the players.
I know,
handbook.
but I mean, like, well, outside of us playing, I can always look. But yeah, I think everything is good here. Yeah, there's not.
There isn't.
Nah, I didn't think there was. That's definitely a remnant of old school D&D that didn't carry over to any new game, unless it's like really based on old school. So,
Damn, that sucks. That would have been that would have been nice.
yeah. So,
Is a brand new day.
is everybody good? Has everybody gotten their experience all sorted away? All your things are up.
I do believe I'm good.
Let me update
So,
day.
so because I did that, and I was down by 2 hit points, I did go ahead and raise everything. So
What do you mean
instead of-
raise everything?
So instead of being 4 to 6, wouldn't I be 4 to 10 to 12? Or what? I wouldn't be more hurt.
Oh, you don't get
Healing
hit
hit points and increasing your max.
I
Do
see
we
what
get-
you're saying.
Do we get?
Yeah.
If your max increases, I don't think that works like that. I think you just have the same hit points.
I went up a level and
Relatively weaker.
I got
Relatively
more.
weaker, yeah.
I got more hurt.
But
This is
and that's
growing
okay
pains.
because you guys rested, so I'm gonna say since you rested comfortably, you actually did get 2 hit points back.
Okay, I'm all good then.
Cool.
I got those 2 hit points back before I gained a level, so then I went all the way up.
Right. It's like a new
Good job.
day. It's
Yeah.
like a new,
Yeah.
well, not just a new
Mhm.
day, but it's like a new part to the adventure. It's like
Yeah.
the next chapter, basically.
Yeah, that's a new day. When Reg wakes up, everybody else sees him. It's a nude day.
A
The
new
new
day.
Like, oh man, I don't know what your customs are where you're from, but
Right.
put some clothes on, buddy.
Well, then I guess that is that
Mhm.
for this session. It was a pretty good session, guys. I think you guys made it through well, and it puts us in a good spot for the next time. Like I said, to begin fresh with the next chapter of the adventure.
All right, everyone, we saved hell. Good campaign. Go
Yep.
home.
Good
Yep.
campaign.
And
Go
we're not in
home.
hell.
Time to stop.
We're not in hell anymore. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
True.
Saved
Were
from
you
hell.
ever even really in hell, though?
Or are
That's
we?
the question.
Or actually, are we still
Are
in
you
hell?
still in hell? Yeah. Right. Cool. All right. Well, good game, guys.
Yeah.
Good
Alright,
game.
Cool.
All right. Okay. We are forwarding.
We are gonna need another vibe check.
Right.
And another intro.
Yeah. I'll give you. I will give you a little bit of an intro. Were we doing vibes each time?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's a separate episode.
Right. Then are you gonna vibe us?
Oh, yep. Are you ready? I don't know.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah. I think.
Are you gonna intro or vibe?
No,
first?
vibe first, and then I'll intro, because it's always weird to work in the vibe if you're
Right.
after an intro.
Five it up. Cool.
Wow.
Wow, that's so
Holy
weird.
crap.
Interesting.
It's pretty close.
That's
Damn.
like 2 in a row that were like
Mhm.
within 5.
Wow.
Dang.
Big vibes.
Good vibes. Well, hopefully that holds true for everything that you guys need to do. So,